are you? How are you? I wonder how you are. I ask because it's, it's the slump of the afternoon, and I was kind of feeling like chit-chatting, and you seem like you might want to fall asleep, so I don't mind if you fall asleep while I chit-chat, but I did want to talk to you. I did want to talk to you about some important stuff that I learned in this Chinese medicine book that I'm going to talk to you about. Granted, this is a Chinese medicine book written by a white lady, so I've taken everything with a grain of salt. I hope you know what kind of salt to take, what type of salt grain I'm appropriate for as well. So this is, it's the slump of the afternoon according to this Meridian clock. And here, let me show you what it kind of looks like. This Meridian clock has the small intestine lined up around 2 p.m. where you digest and your energy decreases because you're digesting, and therefore it is the perfect nap or relaxation time. In the middle of the afternoon, it's perfect nap time, it's perfect nap time, it's perfect nap time, nap time, nap time, nap time. So I am interested in these 5 elements: water, wood, fire, earth, and metal, or you might know metal as air. I know, air could be metal. It sounds like they don't have anything in common, but I'm gonna get into it. So, the day, I guess we could say the day starts at midnight, or would you say it starts in the morning? It's hard to say. But it's hard to say where it starts exactly. I would say, my cats are playing. I'd say 4 a.m. is the first time of day. It just actually starts with metal in that case. The lungs at 4 a.m. are the focus of your body, where you're in deep sleep and you're dreaming, and you're processing your grief, and it's your highest spiritual connection time at 4 a.m. in the middle, and then that moves into your large intestine that wakes you up gently, and you can meditate and set the tone for the day before you go onto your stomach for breakfast time around 8. These are perfect. I think these are perfect such blocks. So from 4 to 6 to 8 now at breakfast time, we're into earth, where you have your highest concentration in the morning, and you can give and receive some of the most love. And then you go on to your spleen at 10, when your blood is moving, but you don't necessarily want to do high intensity exercise, so think something like walking. And then that causes even clearer communication, clearer thinking inside your body. That leads us into noon, your heart, your highest circulation and your highest energy, and it's your ideal lunchtime. And then, I just remembered I was making lunch. So the heart at noon, with your circulation, your highest energy, and it's ideal lunchtime. So we're into fire now. We're into the fire slice, starting with your heart at noon. Well, actually at 11 to 1, but noon is in the center, so I've been saying the centers of them. And then that moves us onto the small intestine, where you digest and absorb your lunch. Your energy decreases. This is where we started. That's why I started filming. And then your bladder at 4 p.m., your energy increases. You hydrate and you unhydrate, and you work and study at your best around 3 to 5. And then, we're into water by now, obviously. And then your kidneys, you stabilize that energy in the evening. Your body processes the minerals, and it's dinner time. And then your pericardium takes over for fire again in the evening. In its other form, it's kind of like a high summer versus a low summer type fire. And this would be more of a low summer. So this is like closer to spring, almost. So think like a safe interpersonal connection around 8 p.m., light reading, any intimacy, and then your self-care is best done in the evenings as well. Self-care is best done in the evenings. So then by 10, you get to your triple burner, and your endocrine system is balancing out. Hopefully you can experience some deep relaxation, and you can reflect upon the day. And that leads us into the gallbladder and the liver with wood. Sleep, deep sleep, cell detoxification, detoxification of blood, rest recovery, and repairing your red blood cells, all in the middle of the night. I think that's fascinating that the 5 element associations are so different from just 4. Water being winter, spring being wood, fire being like a high summer, and then earth being late summer, and metal being autumn. I think there's a second fire type in between wood and regular fire, but those people are very rare. So the 5 element constitution also kind of, this plays into apparently Maslow's hierarchy of needs. I'm not sure how Maslow came up to this lady to do with the hierarchy of needs, but this leads us into a quiz. To help you figure out which element you are. So I'm going to read the questions and the 5 answers to choose from. So your dominant emotion could be fear, anger, joy, worry, or grief. I know those sound kind of, I don't know. This is, yeah, I figured they were in that same order. Okay. You know, the quiz is good. I might do the quiz another time. Do a whole thing of quizzes. Because I feel like I just kind of wanted to talk to you about whether or not you're feeling like you're taking care of yourself. Because if you feel like you're not taking care of yourself, I'm here to remind you that you deserve just as much happiness as you give to the world. And if you think you don't give us any happiness, if you think we, the world, don't appreciate you, I'm here to tell you I appreciate you. I need you. I actually really do. And that's why I decided to finish this and see it through anyway, because if I can do it, maybe I'll convince someone else they can do it. And I think that's enough.